Basil Brush is a fictional red fox, best known for his appearances on British children's television. He is portrayed by a glove puppet, but has also been depicted in animated cartoon shorts and comic strips. The character is featured on children's television from the 1960s to the present day. Basil is an authority on bad jokes with his famous catchphrase. Basil made his first TV appearance in 1962 on an ITV show called The Three Scampies, which was about an out-of-work circus act, which consisted of Howard Williams, Basil Brush and Spike McPike, an aggressive Scottish hedgehog voiced by Wally Whiten. The puppets of Basil and Spike were created by puppet maker Peter Furman. In an interview, Furman recalled, "In 1962, I was asked to create 2 puppets for a new series called The Three Scampies, about an out-of-work circus act devised by Howard Williams, Wally Whiten and Ivan Owen. They were planning to have 2 tiger cubs, but I convinced them that they would be too large as hand puppets, and they agreed that I should make a fox for Ivan and a hedgehog for Wally." After the Three Scampies, Spike stayed with Whiten and was later passed on to his son Sean. In 2016, the puppet of Spike was donated to the Victoria and Albert Museum. After Basil's success on the Three Scampies, he was invited to be a supporting act for magician David Nixon. Basil would often upstage Nixon on his own shows.
You want them short?
Yes, nice and short.
I see.
You're making more cuts than Mr. Wilson.
Right, I've done it, Basil.
Yes. Now, put the knot in your mouth.
In your mouth?
Yes, yes.
All right, get hold of it. Got it?
Yes.
Right. All right, got it?
Yes.
What are you doing? What?
I'm doing the trick. There we are.
Hey, he's done it. That's good.
The Basil Brush Show first aired on June 14th, 1968. The show ran for 12 years before ending on the 27th of December 1980. Throughout the show's run, Basil was supported by various humans. They were merely stooges for the fox. They were the straight men of the partnership, while Basil grabbed all the laughs.
Haven't you anything sensible to say?
Of course not. You get the straight lines, I get the gags. I usually get the gags. I don't know what happened this week.
This was a unique act at the time, as other puppet shows such as Sooty would feature the puppeteer in person, while Owen was never seen on screen. The format of the show would feature an introduction by Basil and his mister, in which they would do a few jokes.
Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, into the show. Welcome. Hey, who's your friend in the scanty panties?
Now it's a model of a boxer. It's lifelike, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't know you were a boxing fan.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy a good fight.
Oh, you're like a friend of mine. He enjoys fighting.
Is he a boxer?
No, he's a terrier. Proper little terrier away he is.
This was then followed by a guest act, usually a musical group.
Our first guests are a big hit with everybody, Basil. Because they're a knockout group. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the G-Band.
But occasionally a magician or an illusionist. Then a comedy sketch.
Do you remember that money box I gave you for Christmas? I do, Uncle Bertie. You put money into it for me. And so did all my other relations. It was stolen, you know. No, it wasn't stolen, Basil. You forgot where you hid it. Look in the pram. Look in the pram. Look in the pram. Bye-bye, Basil. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye, Uncle Bertie. Come back soon.
What do you mean, come back soon? I've only been away a couple of minutes.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you, Mr. Roy. I was talking to my great Uncle Bertie.
Then another guest singer or musician.
A special singing guest.
Who is it? Who is it?
It's Inspector Regan's sidekick from the Sweeney.
Yes, from cop star to pop star.
It's Dennis Waterman.
Anyone for Dennis?
Sometimes the guest singer would do a song, then a duet with Basil.
Oh, Bill's got a special telephone line.
So you can help them combat crime.
So if you see a crime, then don't waste time.
Just pick up the blower and dial 999.
Basil, that's one of the best I've ever heard.
Finally, the show would conclude with story time.
It's time once again for another episode in our thrilling serial story, Bulldog Basil, Secret Service Man.
Basil would continually interrupt by a string of jokes and humorous remarks.
Incredulously.
That's a nice word, isn't it?
What is incredulously?
No, okie dokie. Sort of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Okie dokie. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Okie dokie 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 divey, a diddly divey too, wouldn't you?
Pack it in!
All right.
In the mid-1970s, Basil would get out Little Ticker, his clockwork wind-up dog, during story time.
Ah, look, his little ticker. Hello, ticker. Stay, stay, stay. When you said posh, he thought you said nosh. You only have to mention nosh and it's in like a shot, aren't you, ticker? Oh, look, isn't that nice? He's bought me a bone. Quiet, ticker. Quiet. Shut your little bone chute. There's a clever doggy. Did you carry that bony all on your own, eh? Stay, stay, stay. Can Ticker listen to the story?
If he doesn't interrupt...
Oh, you won't interrupt, will you, Ticker? Keep a little yapper shut. That's right.
Each week's story ended on a cliffhanger.
As Basil turned towards the door, there was a sudden rustling sound from the ventilator above his bed. He moved towards it, and then...
Yes!
A huge hamadryad fell onto the pillow. And that's all we've got time for this week, Basil.
Which would then lead into a final song whilst the closing credits rolled.
Basil's life was threatened by a great big deadly snake.
If that contradicts his fancy, Coy won't half make him ache.
But Basil was undaunted.
Yes, for dear old England's sake.
Villains used to tremble when they heard his name. The British Raj was threatened and he knew what he must do.
Defeat the Ying Tong Yid Lai Po and Chu Fancy old Moo.
Fearless and courageous.
He was British through and through.
Stand up for England, home and duty. He was a brave, brave man. Bulldog Basil, the Secret Service man. In India and Africa, in China and Japan. They knew his reputation, he was a super spy. And the enemies of England heard his battle cry. Basil, the scandal, take that!
In 1980, there was an argument between Ivan Owen and the BBC. Owen wanted to move the show to a mid-evening time slot, but the BBC refused, thus leading to the show getting cancelled. In November 2016, the British Film Institute announced that they were going to digitise the show as part of their 5-year strategy between 2017 and 2022 to preserve several shows from the 1970s and 1980s. However, a lot of the tapes were reportedly deteriorating and may not be playable. Basil's first mister was actor Rodney Bewes. Bewes has appeared on shows such as The Likely Lads, as well as its spin-off Whatever Happened to the Likely Lads, Spender and Heartbeat. Derek Fowlds was Basil's mister from 1969 to 1973. Fowlds has appeared on shows such as Robin's Nest, Yes Minister, as well as its spin-off Yes Prime Minister, Minder, Inspector Morse and Heartbeat. Roy North was Basil's mister from 1973 to 1976. North has appeared in shows such as Heartbeat, The Bill, London's Burning and Judge John Deed. North would later reunite with Basil on his charity Christmas song Boom Boom It's Christmas Again.
I've still got the Christmas jumper you gave me.
I say, it's worn a lot better than you have, Mr. Roy.
Still making us laugh after all these years. Now that's a gift.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Roy. I say, Mr. Roy, you wouldn't be so kind as to read me my Christmas story.
Yes, Basil.
I'll settle in. Now,
once upon a time,
yes,
Basil set out of his house
yes,
into the jungle.
Basil's fourth mister was actor and TV presenter Howard Williams, the same Howard Williams from the Free Scampies. Williams was Basil's mister from 1977 to 1979. In 1980, he and Basil toured the country performing a live stage show. Billy Boyle was Basil's mister from 1979 to 1980. Boyle has appeared in shows such as The Professionals, Father Ted and The Bill. Basil has appeared in various shows from the 1970s to the 1990s. Notable examples include Multicoloured Swap Shop, in which Basil appeared in 2 episodes in 1976 and 1980. This was significant as Basil would later go on to host his own version of Swap Shop. Let's Read with Basil Brush aired on ITV, where Mr. Howard would read from a story about Pepper the puppy.
Pepper and his mum had been shopping.
Swapping what, Mr. Howard?
Shopping!
Oh, I beg your pudding.
Now they were on their way home, feeling tired and hungry. Suddenly, Pepper stopped and sniffed hard.
While Basil watched and cracked jokes.
"And what would you like?" asked the lady behind the counter. "Please, can I have the biggest bag of chips in the world?" said Pepper.
No, you can't, said the lady. And she hit him round the head with a piece of wet fish.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
The show was a replacement for Reading with Lenny, which featured ventriloquist act Terry Hall and his puppet Lenny the Lion. However, the new show was not as successful as Reading with Lenny. According to the Independent Broadcasting Authority, Let's Read with Basil Brush disappointed a substantial number of infant teachers. In the end, Let's Read with Basil Brush was replaced with Time for a Story with Bill Oddie. And last but not least, Fantasy Football League. In September 1997, the rights to Basil Brush were sold to Cornish businessman Bill Haslam, and he founded the company Boom Boom. However, Haslam's attempts at relaunching Basil resulted in a $55,000 loss, and he sold Boom Boom to children's media company Entertainment Rights, originally SKD Media. In July 1999, Haslam joined SKD to relaunch the property. In August 2000, Entertainment Rights announced a new 6-episode sitcom with the title of Foxed, which was in co-production with Talent Television, and they were in talks with both BBC and ITV for the series pre-sale. After a toy deal with Hasbro was confirmed, the series was retooled and became The Basil Brush Show. However, on the 17th of October, Ivan Owens sadly passed away at the age of 73. This resulted in the production being delayed by 12 months. Michael Windsor took over as the voice of Basil Brush. In January 2002, it was announced that the Basil Brush Show was to air on the CBBC channel in the autumn, and the series would instead be in co-production with the Foundation. The first episode of the Basil Brush Show aired on the 27th of September 2002. The series is set in a flat which is owned by Basil and his new mister, Mr. Stephen. Living with them are Stephen's niece and nephew, Molly and Dave, who are left in the care of their uncle after the parents went on a round-the-world trip.
Just remind you of what your mum and dad said before they went off gallivanting round the world.
Right. While we're off gallivanting round the world, your Uncle Stephen's in charge. I know he's a complete Burke, but apparently on his passport it says that he's an adult, so you do what he tells you, right? Come on, Mum. Let's get gone.
The series has a laissez-faire attitude towards the show's atmosphere, as the fourth wall is constantly broken. Characters often reference the fact that they are on a studio set.
Morning, Mrs. Stephen. How's it going?
Well, I think I'm getting there. You know, in the light of day, it really is beautiful out here.
Yeah, you're right, you know. If you squint hard enough, you'd almost believe it wasn't a cheap studio set.
And several episodes feature scenes and segments where the show's crew become involved in the storyline.
Yeah, if Miss Pike gets to Stephen, we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of her.
Well, look, I'll see if I can head her off at the pass. I say, excuse me, miss.
Yes?
Any chance you could arrange for me to get to the cafe before Miss Pike?
No.
Don't you want to save Mr. Stephen's bacon?
Oh, for Steve. Oh, anything for him. You can take a shortcut across the studio floor.
And action.
In 2003, an album was released featuring 2 songs called Boom Boom and Christmas Slide, both sung by Basil and India de Beaufort. The album was produced by Right Records and was released on the 15th of December before charting on the 27th of December 2003 at number 44. An instrumental version of Boom Boom was used for the closing credits between series 2 and 6. However, there is another song called Bounce that was given a preview on Basil Brush Unleashed VHS and DVD.
Here we go. MCB gonna take you down, gonna rock the beat all over this town. Hanging out with the VIPs, take 'em, shake 'em, make 'em see. Easy come, easy go, jigging it up till you lose the flow. So hold on tight, don't you stop. Come on, party people, give it everything you've got.
Mr. B, he's the one.
Say that again.
TLC is coming on.
Later.
On the streets, he's number one. Time to roll, he's got it going on. Hit the roof, go boom, boom. Shake it down to a new tune.
Shake it down, shake it down.
From the old school, baby, and bounce, just bounce. Everybody go bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Shake it down to a slow jam.
Low.
Just do your own thing, baby. So bounce, just bounce.
Come on, everyone.
The song was going to be released on a VHS and DVD called Basil's Brush with Fame. It would feature on an extra called Boom Boom Bonza Roadshow, which involved Basil, Chris Pizzey as Mr. Stephen and India D. Beaufort as India going to Australia. Basil and India performed Boom Boom, Bounce and Christmas Slide live with a crew of dancers. Footage from the show was incorporated into the live performances. In between the songs, Basil and Mr. Stephen would do a bit of comedy. However, Basil's Brush with Fame was cancelled in the UK. This was after a promo had been made for it. This promo can be found in the opening to Postman Pat, In a Muddle and Other Stories. Basil's Brush with Fame was released in Australia though. Series 5 in 2006 saw some changes to the show and its cast. These changes included the episode starting with an animated segment that features the first Boom Boom joke.
He got a little plaque. Boom, boom.
That is followed up on throughout the episodes in animated segments. After the first Boom Boom joke, a new animated intro is used. The only episode that does not start with an animated segment is the Basil Code from Series 6. The last episode aired in December 2007. The BBC later announced that the show was not going to have a 7th series. The Basil Brush Show has aired in other countries such as Brazil, Spain and Portugal. Stephen is played by Chris Pizzey. Aside from the Basil Brush Show, Pizzey has appeared on other CBBC shows such as The Sarah Jane Adventures, The Legend of Dick and Dom. Pizzey would also appear on fellow Basil Brush co-star Ajay Charabara on his show Planet Ajay. In 2015, Pizzey and Basil starred in a web series called The Basil Brush Show. You can watch all of them on Basil's YouTube channel. Pizzey has also gone on tour with Basil performing Basil's children's show. Pizzey would later reunite with Basil on his charity Christmas song Boom Boom It's Christmas Again, alongside co-stars Georgina Leonidas, Ajay Charabara and Laura Evans.
Oh, this is amazing! Miss Medicine!
Oh, Basil, it is so good to see you. You have not aged. Oh, did you get Botox?
She did. Miss Molly, you used to be so little, and my, how you've sprouted.
Oh, nice to see you, Basil. You're still looking very foxy.
Oh, thank you, even without your glasses on. Oh, Mr. Stephen.
Oh, Baz.
Pizzey has appeared in other shows such as London's Burning, The Bill and Sooty. Stephen is Molly and Dave's uncle and their guardian. Stephen tries to make his way through life as an entertainer. His speciality is magic. He's not very good at it.
No, please, don't clap. Oh. See you not. A baying crowd, hey, Basil?
They just need warming up, that's all.
So he finds himself taking on all manner of jobs.
Good day at the office, dear.
It's not funny, Basil.
I did warn you. Some of those milk floats can be frightfully fast.
On par with his lacklustre career is his love life.
Why don't I ever have any luck with the ladies?
Because you go all phony when you talk to the ladies.
I do not.
Will you tell me who uses lines like this?
Hope you didn't hurt yourself when you fell all the way from heaven.
Or this?
Hey, babes, let's rearrange the alphabet and put you and I together.
Where'd you get crummy lines like that from?
Stephen is also not very intelligent, as he seems to not know the answer to a simple question such as 2 plus 2.
2 and 2 makes 4?
Does it?
However, he will occasionally say something intelligent.
Basil? Do you think it would help if you took the lens cap off the camera?
Silly me.
Molly is played by Georgina Leonidas. Leonidas has appeared in shows such as New Tricks, Wizards vs. Aliens, Father Brown. Molly is a mature teenager who likes to be considered a serious thinker, although underneath she is soft-hearted. She fancies herself as quite cosmopolitan and constantly finds herself enraptured by new niche interests.
We're going out shopping for shoes and makeup and stuff. Fancy coming?
This'll be where Miss Molly tells her to clear off and stuff it up a sports bra.
I'd love to.
She has a soft spot for Basil and can twist him round her little finger.
Oh, go on, Basil.
No, never. Never in a million years. Yeah. Ooh, I say. Oh, it's nice that it... Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, thanks, Basil.
Molly is the sensible one who tries to reason with the others when they make a bad decision.
I can't believe you two. Can't you see what's going on here?
Yes, we're having a staring competition, and I'm trying not to blink.
No. I mean, can't you see that Lucy and Dave are making you do things for their benefit?
I know that, but the only thing I'm bothered about is winning the Fox of the Year award.
Which I'm gonna win? That'll be enough benefit for yours truly.
That's just as bad. Surely claiming the Fox of the Year award is as much about doing good for others as it is for yourself.
She also acts violently.
You ought to get out more.
Beg your pardon.
Nothing.
Well, come along, girl, or the soup will be cold. What's the matter with you? Are you stupid?
Right, that's it! Whoops! Terribly sorry.
From Series 5, Molly appears only as a recurring character, with a new character, Lucy, partly replacing her. Molly only appears in the first and last episode of Series 6, where she says she is going to get some milk.
Who are you talking to, Basil?
Eh? Oh, me? Just something in my eye. Eyelash, you know.
I could have sworn I heard tango music.
No, definitely not. You must be mistook.
Whatever. Listen, I'm just popping to the shops to buy some milk. I may be sometime.
Okie dokie. Later's potatoes.
And in Basil's Christmas dinners, when she returns and explains this.
What's going on?
Molly, you've been a long time getting that pint of milk.
Yeah, there's a worldwide milk shortage. I had to go all the way to Timbuktu.
Well, never mind. It's great to have you back, Molly.
Dave is played by Michael Hayes. Hayes has only one other acting credit, which is a 2003 film called Behind Closed Doors. Hayes is the only human to appear in all 78 episodes of The Basil Brush Show. Dave is cheeky, imaginative, resourceful, and always on the make. He is a wheeler dealer who will always find a way to cut a deal.
Oh dear. Bad news.
Could say that. I've lost control over the school magazine.
Never mind. Still got us, eh?
Yeah. But the good news is I sold it back to the headmaster for 5 times what I paid for it.
Nice one.
And I trousered the advertising revenue.
Nice too. Looks like the halibut and chips are on you tonight, Master Dave.
When someone asks for anything, no matter how absurd, he will endeavour to deliver.
My dad and I were just wondering if you got any straw we could borrow.
Straw.
Well, yes. You know what it's like when you're moving farm. It's always the little things you forget.
All right. Well...
Straw, you say? I'm Dave. How much straw you after?
Couple of bales.
Will this do?
Dave, do you want to tell us why you've got 30 bales of straw in your room?
Not really, no.
He has been described as either the Del Boy Trotter of the younger generation.
Meanwhile, back at the flat, Dave, the Del Boy Trotter for the Teletubbies generation, is doing another deal.
Or a teenage multi-billionaire.
Maybe this complex domestic setup has something to do with Brush's behaviour.
But it's not affected Molly.
And Dave's perfectly normal.
Apart from being a 14-year-old billionaire who lives with a talking fox.
Apart from that...
Anil is played by R.J. Charabara. Charabara has appeared in shows such as The Bill and Vera, as well as being the host of his own CBBC show Planet Ajay. Anil is the owner of Anil's Calf. Like Stephen, he is shown to have less than average intelligence.
There you are. I'd like to say it's going well, but...
Now we're going to make some lovely fresh pasta, which we all know can be a bit fiddly.
You're not kidding, mate. This tin opener's a murdering devil. I nearly sliced my thumb off.
OK, now for the fish course.
What? There, of course, is what teach you how to be a fish.
Is he having a laugh?
Well, he'll be the only one that he's...
You do know what a fish is, don't you?
Yeah. Don't be daft.
OK. Well, name me your favourite type of fish, then.
All right. Fingers. Now, remind me, where do I shove this?
I'll tell you where you can shove that. You can shove that...
That was lucky.
He often exploits his workforce.
Oh, come on. Things can only get better.
Right. It's time for your wages.
See, what did I tell you?
Here you go. 25 pence.
You expect us to slave away in your kitchen for a measly 25 pence each?
No, of course not. It's 25 pence between you. Boom, boom.
A running joke in the series is his terrible cooking.
How come you're so happy, Anil?
Well, my dearest Molly, not only did one customer not send his food back...
Why didn't he send it back?
He couldn't. He got food poisoning. Thank you for eating it, Anils. Come again.
Despite being a business owner, he has little sense when it comes to money.
Are there any questions?
I've got one. What is Anil doing over there?
I'm on Cousin Mortimer's side because I think he's a nice bloke.
And the real reason?
If he gets $21 gazillion, he's going to give me 50 pence. He'll double my year's takings.
Amanda, played by Jodie Scott. Scott has appeared in shows such as Birds of a Feather, London's Burning, My Hero, and Murphy's Law. Amanda is a restaurant critic.
You're a restaurant critic and cameraman.
No, I'm not a restaurant critic. I am just very rude and overbearing.
I'm the critic from the newspaper. You?
And she is Stephen's first love interest.
Stephen? Would you like to have dinner with me later?
Yes.
Oh, great. Shall we say here?
Here?
Seems all right.
All right.
Can I recommend our new cordon bleu menu? Please say yes, the restaurant critic's in.
It looks fine.
Sounds great to me. Shall we say 7?
7?
In the Series 1 finale, Amanda sides with Mortimer. She dresses up as a club harlot and claims she can't afford to be out of work. When Stephen orders her to get those clothes off, she storms off indignantly and is never seen again.
Amanda?
Well, I'm just a jobbing actress. I can't afford to be out of work.
Get those clothes off!
Cracking idea, mate.
No, I meant...
The voiceover man is played by Basil Spooner. The voiceover man is a disembodied voice who sometimes annoys the gang.
Well,
Will Basil agree to go? Will Stephen win Amanda's heart? Will Young have another hit single? Will Shakespeare used to write plays?
Will you shut up?
But occasionally will rectify the mistakes they made.
Anyway, have you guys got everything sorted now?
Yes. You might be sorted with the table there, but I'm not.
Quiet! Look, it's very simple. The ones in Hawaiian shirts are Basil's guests. The spacemen are Molly's. And the ones in leg warmers are Stephen's old friends from entertainer school.
He was part of the cast from 2002 to 2005. Mr. Rossiter is played by Milton Johns. Johns has appeared in shows such as The Good Life, Going Straight, Yes Minister, The Gaffer, The Professionals, Tucker's Luck, Home to Roost, Minder. Mr. Rossiter is the landlord who owns the building the main characters live in.
Who are you anyway?
The name's Rossiter, Mr. Rossiter. I am the landlord.
I've never seen you before.
No, that's because I'm a new character.
Mr. Rossiter has a tendency to be angry and he despises Basil and Co.
I've got one more person coming round to see the flat.
And you want another dazzling display of wit and welcome from yours truly?
No. What I want is for you lot not to be here. Here's a £5. Why don't you go to the cinema? Preferably on another planet.
How dare you think that we would desert our loyal audience for mere cash? I'll have you know that we are made of finer stuff. Restrain young Dave, Mr. Stephen!
Dave, how could you?
£10.
Where's my space helmet?
Ah, well, just the two of us, eh, Mr. Stephen? Standing shoulder to shoulder. We cannot be bought off, not even for £15. Isn't that right, Mr. Stephen?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But make it 20 and I might be a bit more flexible.
I'm out of money and I'm out of patience. Now come here, I got plans for you too. We won't have any more trouble from those two clowns.
Poor deluded fool. He'll learn, as we all did, the hard way.
Often just turning up to demand the rent.
Let's just hope that's not the landlord. If he sees we've turned this place into a safari park, we'll be evicted.
Oh, he hardly ever shows his long, stupid face round here.
What was that about a long, stupid face?
Oops.
He is named after actor Leonard Rossiter, who played the landlord Rupert Rigsby in Rising Damp. Ella is played by Trisha Monique, credited as Trisha Martin. Monique has appeared in shows such as Ka-Ching and Doctors. However, Martin is best known for being a member of the R&B band 411. Ella is Stephen's second love interest.
For instance, Stephen, what was the last dream you had? Stephen, you made me the happiest girl alive.
Ella's father wants her to be a solicitor, but she wants to be a performer.
This is a nut house. Ella, we're leaving. Go get your bags.
No, Dad. That you might be leaving, but I'm not. I like it here. I want to stay. It looks like fun.
No, Ella. You're not here for fun. You're here to study.
What's wrong with having fun?
Good question. 15 love to the lovely Miss Ella.
There's plenty of time for fun once you've qualified as a lawyer.
Nice backhand from the big man. 15 all.
In 7 years' time?
Nice block return.
But I don't want to be a lawyer. Not in 7 years and not now. It's only you that wants me to.
30-15.
Ella, I only want what's best for you.
Clever lob from the caring but slightly overbearing parent. 30 all.
I'm not your little girl anymore, Daddy. I'm a woman now.
She certainly is.
40, 30.
What about what I want?
Ella, I only want you to be happy.
Then you have to let me make my own choices and my own mistakes. I want to stay here. I want to sing and I want to dance. Not bury myself away under a mountain of boring law books. Like it's my life. Just please let me live it.
However, she uses what limited skill she has as a solicitor to help Basil and Stephen.
What do you reckon then, Miss Ella?
Well, there is a way to get out of this contract.
There you are, Mr. Stephen. I knew we could rely on Miss Ella for some good, solid, down-to-earth advice. So what have we got to do then?
Die.
Oh. You can't get much more down-to-earth than that.
Or
Tell me more about ore.
you could always move to Mars.
Oh, this is hopeless.
She acts as a mentor towards Molly.
There's this boy at school, right?
Right. How did you know?
Because when I was your age, there was this boy at school too. He was my first true love. So tell me about this boy at school then.
He's so clever and so funny and so hunky.
They always are.
No, Humphrey really is.
Humphrey?
Yeah, it's a gorgeous name, don't you think?
I'm not sure gorgeous does it justice.
He's just perfect.
But
I'm not sure he feels the same way.
no, I'm sure he does. Maybe he just doesn't know it yet. Boys can be really stupid sometimes, even perfect ones like Humphrey.
He's taken me to the cinema tonight and I haven't got anything to wear.
Well, that should get his attention, all right. I'm not sure going to the cinema naked is such a good idea.
You're teasing me, aren't you?
Just a little. Look, you want to wear something that will really catch his eye.
Maybe a dress with a long metal spike?
Touche.
Ella, I really love him.
Look, I know, Molly. I know you do.
What was your first boyfriend called?
Horatio.
Horatio?
It's no funnier than Humphrey. Okay, so maybe it is. Look, before we go and blow some serious cash in the clothes shops, let's first blow your nose.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll get something new too.
Ella, I don't want the others to know about Humphrey.
Like you said, Molly, in confidence. You can trust me.
She is good at sports such as football.
Well, if you're short of a player, I'll play.
No, 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 no. Girls cannot play football.
What did you say?
I think you've been caught offside there, Mr. Rennell.
Girls can't play football, eh? Well, I'd like to see you do this.
Great shot, Miss Ella.
That was amazing.
India is played by India de Beaufort. India is a waitress who works at Anil's Cafe. She is a terrible cook, like her boss.
And what a cook.
Oh, good is she?
Whoa! What's this? Fish cake? Sardines and chocolate?
No, she's terrible.
But has a beautiful singing voice. She performs songs occasionally throughout the series.
Who's that singing? Have you got Kylie washing up in there?
Oh, that'll be the new work experience girl, India. She burst into song at the drop of an hat.
Sounds as if she's dropped a big one.
Out on the street, kicking a beat, feeling the heat. Cars going beep, beep. Chilling with friends, cruising the bends, it never ends.
Here we go.
Thumping on the stereo. Turn it up and here we go.
Everybody go.
You know there ain't no stopping us. Temperature is rising up. Cruising, baby, till the lights go down. But when the night comes, we
Everybody go.
party people do it right. Work it till the morning light. Move your body out across the floor. Shake your hips until they scream.
Everybody go.
India is also the only character who has the same first and last name as the character they play.
And one last late entrant in the contest, it's India Bow.
Madison is played by Laura Evans. Evans is best known as a country blues singer. Madison is an American fashion student.
Yeah, I'm over here studying fashion. I love the UK. I'm hoping I might pick up a thing or two from you stylish Brits.
Madison is Stephen's third love interest.
That's okay. You can grab my buns anytime you wish. Yes, sirree!
Wow, my first experience of a true English gent.
Ah, pleased to make your acquaintance, madam.
Not you. Me.
Madison is an airhead. This is demonstrated as whenever she says something that makes no sense, the chirping of birds can be heard.
What are you aliens doing here on Earth?
We have travelled here from our home planet called Astratilo. We have come to Earth in our ongoing search for intelligent life.
Astratilo? Isn't that just outside Bristol?
Unfortunately, no luck so far.
She also misunderstands what the others are saying quite a lot.
Ah, well, as you know, Miss Molly, I have to be neutral.
You're being neutral? That is a totally painful operation, Basil. Do not do it.
No, I mean, I don't normally take sides.
She is not afraid to stand up for herself, for example, attacking Cousin Mortimer when he tries to flirt with her.
Did someone say party?
Yes, but there's no way you're coming, Mortimer. You ruined last year's party when you nicked my cake.
Which took me 6 hours to bake.
Oh, easy, Tiger.
If you come within a mile of this year's cake, I'll pull your brush off.
Anyway, you can't have a party without me. It's against the law.
Lucy was played by Janine Venera in Series 5. In Series 6, Lucy was played by Melanie Castre. Lucy was Annal's slave, but was rescued by Madison.
Anna, this is totally awful, outrageous.
Absolutely. If anyone should have their own pyramid, it's me, not him.
Not Basil. It's like child slave labor.
But don't charge her for her room, seeing as though it's just a cupboard under the sink.
She's living in a cupboard under the sink?
Poor Lucy.
Well, I'm only little, and it does have hot and cold running water.
Yeah, I must get them leaky taps fixed.
I thought I was bad. You're an evil genius. Anil, I salute you.
Thanks, Dave. That means a lot to me, especially coming from a bloke like you. Respect, man.
Well, she is not staying here one more night.
Despite Anna exploiting her, she still works for her uncle, and in turn, he does not exploit her.
Watch it with the germs, Basil.
Sorry.
Anyway, good morning, innit? Oh, what a scorcher. Oh, happy Halloween.
Yeah, trick-or-treat started last night for some people.
Come on, let's not fall out. I'll buy the ice creams. 3, please, Anil.
That'll be 75 squids, Basil.
How much?
That's 25 squids each. It's down to the rate of inflammation and stuff, innit?
Genius. It'd be cheaper to make her own.
Hey! Brilliant idea, Basil.
We tried that before. Remember?
Yeah, but not to sell to other people in competition with this culinary crook.
This shyster of a chef.
This pirate in a penny.
Yeah, I hope you're proud of yourself, Anna.
And you too, young Lucy.
Talk to the pumpkin.
Okay, I will. Anil, this means war. An ice cream war.
Oi! That's fighting talk, innit?
you lot won't be laughing when we win the war.
Oh, yeah? You two? And whose army?
Well, we might just have something up our sleeve.
Lucy is the replacement for Molly. As a result, they have almost the exact same character, but she has a head for money like Dave.
I've clearly won. I've made £353,000. Now hand over the business.
However, since she is younger than Molly, she is more naive.
There is another way in now. It only gets used at this time of the year. The chimney.
Which also happens to be blocked with snow.
If we can't get up the chimney, how's Santa going to get down it without presents? We need to get in touch with him. Yes!
Santa?
Yes.
Oh,
Email
okay,
him
okay.
and say we'll think of another way
Sorry, Anna.
for him to get in.
Okay. I'll just send that off now to Father Christmas.
Liam is played by Michael Briers. Briers has appeared in shows such as Hollyoaks, The Misty Show, and Derry Girls. Liam is a distant cousin of Stephen and replaces him as Basil's sidekick.
Is it too much to ask for someone halfway normal that can tuck his own shirt in and won't frighten the horses?
Hi.
Hi.
I wonder if you could help me. I'm trying to find a...
And you found it, son? Better late than never, eh?
All clear?
Ditto!
Say ah.
Why, are you a doctor?
No, my goldfish just died.
And your rabies shots are up to date.
Rabies?
Highly unlikely, but just in case I bite you. Now, let's see what you're made of.
Why would the circus need a plasterer?
Rubbish.
Well, what do we think?
Gets my vote.
Mine too. He's cute.
I still prefer the singing rabbit.
Oh, shut up. Well,
Liam?
Liam, that's settled in. You've got the job. Hooray! You must be thrilled.
Oh, I am, yeah, but, what job?
The job as comedy sidekick that you've just auditioned for.
You've got it all wrong. I'm just passing through. I'm looking for a distant cousin of mine, a fellow by the name of Stephen.
While Liam is still dumb,
5 across, 3 letters, animal with orange fur.
The answer's staring you in the face.
Aha! Rat! Oi! Just kidding, mate. F-O-K-S... Fox.
he is more intelligent than Stephen, most likely due to him attending odd or absurd night classes.
Do you think we could actually start putting these shelves together, Liam? Now you've tested all 368 tools.
Always be prepared, Basil. It's the joiner's golden rule. First thing they teach you at night class.
Is that the same night class you dropped out of when you found out how much it cost?
Yeah.
Well, you weren't prepared for that.
Yes, very good, Basil.
Also, several episodes revolve around some of his inventions, like a time machine.
Oh, I just can't get this stupid time machine to work.
Right. I'm never going to get my exam answers from the future at this rate.
Dave, maybe you should, hit the books. And Liam, maybe you should try inventing something a little bit more realistic.
How about those extendable brush clippers? Mine could do with a trim.
Hey, what are you guys saying? Give up on the time machine? No way. If I think positive, I'm sure the solution will appear right out of thin air.
It's amazing what a bit of positive thinking can do.
I don't believe it.
Liam was Basil's sidekick between 2006 to 2007 in the show, but in 2008 both he and Basil appeared in a special that aired on CBeebies called Easy Peasy Eco Babies.
Liam? Liam!
No, hello, Basil Brush.
Liam, what happened to you?
Oh, no, I'm Jelly. Hello.
Hello. Jelly, nice to meet you, Jolly.
Have you lost something?
No, only Liam.
Basil!
Follow me.
Oh, dear.
You can say that again.
Oh, dear.
Can you get me out? I think something's licking my toe.
Don't worry, Liam. I have a plan.
Is it a rubbish plan?
Oh, yes. It's rubbish, all right. Come on.
So why have you got all of this rubbish, Basil?
Because we're being green. We haven't thrown anything away for nearly a year now.
But why don't you just recycle?
Hurry up! I think a smelly old milk bottle's trying to give me a curdle.
Oh, don't worry, it's only a bit of old rubbish. Oh, no! I think she's going to blow.
Basil? Ah! Basil! What happened to you?
Oh, no. I'm Jelly, Liam.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah.
Jelly, nice to meet you, Jolly.
Ah, there you are, Liam.
I found Tickle.
Tickle?
Yeah, Tickle the cat.
Oh.
But he answers to Pet too.
Pat the cat?
Yes, but very gently. Boom, boom. Now, we're all back together, just as I planned. Now, let's get all this rubbish back in the shed then. Come on, chap. Hop to it.
Oh, dear. I think the rubbish was holding it up. What should we do with it now?
Don't worry. It's easy peasy being green if you just recycle.
Oh, cycling sounds like hard work.
Apart from when you go downhill.
No. Recycle. Come on, I'll show you how.
Right, come on in.
Cousin Mortimer is Basil's criminal cousin. In series 1 and 2, he is cunning and manipulative.
I should have known, Cousin Mortimer.
All right, don't overdo it.
Sorry.
You had this planned all along, didn't you?
And you wangled the job at Annals?
So you could break into the bank next door.
Yep.
From series 3 onwards, he becomes more of a dodgy con man.
Oi, Annal, a word in your shell, like.
What is it this time, Mortimer?
Well, you lucky lad. It just so happens I've been on a business trip to abroad and picked up one or two bargains what may tickle your fancy.
Go on.
All right. I've got some genuine fake Irish jewellery for your lovely wife/girlfriend.
Not married, nor stroking anyone.
3 dozen hot and spicy garlic sausages, 4 fried eggs, a chili shish kebab, plus Anna's full English.
All right. If you don't fancy that, how about some of this French duty-free toilet roll?
This looks like it's been used. It's second-hand.
Not second-hand so much as pre-loved. It's vintage. Oh, come on, Annal. Help me out here. What about some of this? Radioactive waste. Surplus stock from a nuclear reactor. It glows in the dark.
What am I going to do with that?
Pass it off as luminous soup. Your customers could eat in the dark. Save your electricity.
But has shown some sense of having a moral code.
We got to spread this radioactive muck all over the garden.
There's a small point, Anil. I don't think the radioactive waste is going to do their veggies any good. It's more likely to produce a load of withered gherkins and 3 generations of 2-headed worms.
Excellent. His catchphrase is bang bang, followed by the sound of 2 projectile ricochets.
Whoa! What's that smell? Oh, it's me. I'm stinking rich.
Cousin Mortimer.
Whenever Basil does any charity music video, Mortimer is most likely to appear. He is voiced by Don Austin. Bingo is Basil's young and hyperactive nephew, who often causes noise, mess and irritation to the gang.
I'll kill him. I'll absolutely kill him.
Told you. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the edited highlights of Bingo behaving badly.
Have you seen what the beast has just done to my dress?
I thought it was a big juicy peach.
Easy mistake to make, Bingo, old son.
And moving on.
I don't believe it. Bingo's eaten my homework.
French! That's disgusting!
She's lucky. He's been sick on my homework.
It was the double maths what did for me.
And you really do not want to know what the filthy little fox has just done in my top hat.
Although sometimes this can be useful to Basil and co.
The worse we make the hotel, the more they enjoy themselves.
I know. I gave one of them a bacon sandwich earlier, and he thanked me.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It didn't have any bacon in. Or bread.
Where did we go right?
Oh, there's nothing for it. We're desperate. I've called in some help. Someone who will make our guests' lives truly unbearable.
Well, I can't imagine who could make things worse. Not unless you've invited. I can't believe you actually invited that over.
I'm sorry, Uncle Baz.
Oh, that's all right, Bingo, me lad. Don't worry about the chaos. That's why you're here.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm not sorry about that. I'm sorry about this. Bing, bing! Bored now.
Basil, why? He's a menace.
Exactly. Come on, let's get out of here while we can.
His catchphrase is bing bing.
Oh, look, there's a nice spot over there, Mr. Stephen.
Oh, sorry, I've already sold that pitch. You're over there.
Hang on. Who nicked the nice spot over there, then?
It's me!
Like Mortimer, he is voiced by Don Austin and will appear in any charity music video Basil is featured in. Bingo also has a twin brother called Bungo, who is much worse than Bingo.
Yes, but look on the positive side.
What's that, then?
At least the little pest has gone home now.
No, Basil.
Night, Elsie.
Special delivery.
Oh.
No. Oh. Bingo.
Afraid not. Say hello to Bungo.
Bungo?
Bingo's identical twin brother. Well, identical in every way save one.
What's that, then?
Bungo's much, much worse.
Roxy is Basil's girlfriend, but unlike the other foxes in the show, she is an Arctic fox. While Roxy is kind,
Liam, you're being very brave, poor darling. I know how you feel about me, but I couldn't break Basil's heart by dating you.
You couldn't?
No, don't cry.
I'll try not to.
she has been known to try and outdo Basil.
This means war. A fragrance war.
Well, it's gonna be an uphill battle for those lame brains against Foxy Roxy, the nation's most popular fragrance.
Correction. The nation's second most popular fragrance.
Thanks to Brush selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, and we're not talking Enel's curried donuts here. We've been selling over 1 million units daily since our TV ad started running.
A cause for celebration, I think. Crack open the sparkling milk.
Not so fast. Cue music, lights. If you wanna be Foxy, get your hands on Foxy Roxy.
Wow, what do you know? That had just sold 1 million more units of perfume and made Roxy the favourite for Fox of the Year.
She is voiced by Sheila Clark. Unlike Mortimer and Bingo, she has not been seen since 2006. Basil has appeared and presented various CBBC shows, such as Am I High?, a guest presenter on Blue Peter, but the most notable show Basil presented on CBBC was Basil and Barney's Swap Shop, originally known as Basil's Swap Shop. Basil has also appeared on various British game shows, such as Jim Davidson's version of the Generation Game in 2000. This is also the first time that Michael Windsor played the role of Basil Brush.
Hello there, Mr. Jim. Hi, sir.
Hello, Basil, all right?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you very much.
Basil?
Yes?
You look a bit frazzled, Basil. Have you been out on the razzle, Basil?
No, just fun and games, James. No, I think I might have overdone it on the old dandelion and burdock. Ended up dancing all last night with a rather saucy little squirrel.
Been out dancing with a saucy little squirrel?
Yeah.
Fox-trotting?
Hey, mind your own business. Hey, I say, you do get some foxy little fillies on your
she's
programme.
lovely, yeah.
Hello there, and your name is?
Sue, Basil.
Is it? Well, how do you do, Sue? And where you from?
Doncaster.
Doncaster? Hey, what a place that is. That's a coinky-dinky. You know, my brother Billy had a mixed marriage up there with a sweet little hare called Hazel.
A sweet little hare?
It's like a big rabbit.
Oh, yes, I see then. Yeah, and what did that make him?
A hair brush.
Other game shows include The Last Leg, The Chase, Hypothetical, and QI. Basil has also done his bit for various charities such as Comic Relief and Children in Need. In 2003, Basil played Dobby the house elf in a French and Saunders sketch. Basil made a cameo observing Brian Potter and Andy Pitkin for a single I Would Roll 500 Miles. In 2021, Basil, along with other famous puppets, sang for Children in Need. Nowadays, Basil and his current mister, that being Mr. Martin, will often go around the country performing Basil's family fun show and his adult show, Basil Brush Unleashed and Uncut.